This is a Nakamichi RX-202E. At first glance it might just look like a pretty standard tape deck, but this is Nakamichi's take on auto reverse. Most auto reverse decks would spin the heads, but Nakamichi decided to take it a step different, and instead of spinning the heads, they actually spin the tape. Now, normally on a deck like this, you just see it all working nicely, but this one has a fault. You would pop your tape in like that into the holder, you would close it, and then you would push play or rewind, whatever you want to do. As you can see, this one is not working properly, and the auto wind thing isn't working. So in this video, we're going to repair this deck and get it working, and I'll show you how this should work properly. It should spin it round really quick and take it back in. And as you can see, it's not doing that. And plus, it was about to start pulling the tape. So we've obviously got issues. So as usual, we've got screws to take out. There's a couple on both sides and none on the back on this one. So we'll take those out first and also just unplug it. Now, it's been quite some time since I've done one of these, so you'll have to just bear with me in terms of how to remember how to do everything. I think we just take this plate off here and can access the belts for the actual loader. So rather than going in and disconnecting everything, if we just deal with one part at a time. And hopefully that should just lift up. Like so. Just need to find what we're caught on. Now there's a little tie wrap there, so if we just cut that tie wrap, we'll be able to get it loose. You can just see that there. Little tie wrap. Right, there we go, we can see the belt. So we'll just change this belt. There's the new belt. And just pop it over the motor. And slide the motor bracket out of the way a little bit. Slide that forward so we can hopefully get this over the larger pulley. Like so. And then clip that back into place, put the screws in. So what we need to do is take the screws out along the bottom for the front panel. And we've got 4 screws along the top. Yep. And we're going to slide the front panel off. Makes it easy to clean it up. So how I usually do these decks is I usually now work on the belt, and to access the belt we need to take this plate off here. So if we just loosen this set of cables first by clipping the tie wrap, gives you a little bit more space to see what's going on. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So we're taking this plate off here. And the final screw is a bit more awkward to get to, but you should be able to if you slide your screwdriver in the back or use a stubby. Just so you can see what I'm doing. I don't usually take them all off, but it'll make it easier for me to actually get on camera what I'm doing. So what we can do now is just slide that plate up, and you will see that the belt has already dropped off. So I'm going to take that belt and put a replacement on. Here's the replacement. Let's check that's nice and clean. What we'll do is just pop a little drop of machine oil on there, just to make sure that the motor's feeling nice and freely. We'll start with the belt on here, over the capstan. And we can line all this up and then hook the belt onto the motor pulley. And we'll just line everything back up. Not trap any wires, and we can start putting all the screws in. But before we do it, we'll just check that the belt is actually free spinning and running true, which it is. I'm going to pop these screws back on. So we've got the new belt on. Now we have just to put the idler wheel out. Now the idler wheel's hidden just behind here. So the way I usually do it on these, easy said than done, is take the little access screws out, which if we just pop the tray, you'll see there's two screws at the bottom, one there and one there. I don't think you'll be able to see very well, but take my word for it, they're there. I just need to get them loose. There we go. These are really tight. I feel to be factory torque as if they haven't been touched, which is a good sign. That's that one. And we just need to get that one. There we go. And just bent that retainer back so we can just slide it all out now. To be honest, I think that's probably what I used to do with it. And as you can see now, there is the idler wheel. Nice and simple to get to. There's a little plastic circlip on there. These things have a habit of just going ping and never being seen again, so just be very careful as you pull it off. Put your finger in front of it. After it doesn't go pinging across the room so you never find it again. Hopefully you can see that on my finger. Tiny. We've got that off now, so we can just pull the pinch wheel off. The idler wheel, I mean. And make sure that it's on all the way around. Let's see, it's still not on that bit. So we should find that's pretty much square now. Or round. Square as in it is sat in the groove, even though I know it is round. And then we just want to pop that back on. Like so, and then we get that little silly plastic washer, which is always a pain. There we go. So just before we put everything back together, we'll just double check that that is engaging and working as it should. Just pop our tape in and just check that it does actually wind and things now. Yep, that's winding. Yep, so the idler's fine. Yep, that's lovely. It's all working as it should now. So this is how Nakamichi do an auto reverse tape deck. They don't turn the actual heads, they turn the tape. Like so. How quick was that? And just check the speeds and everything. We're on side B. Oh, that's why there's nothing. I need test times on the other side. Just ever so slightly. Now it's settled. There you go. It's pretty much how it should be. That lovely. There we go. Everything's working. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know it was a little bit longer than usual, but it's a more complicated machine. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and you stay tuned for future videos. Hope to see you again. Bye for now.